Okay, yeah. So we're going to run it with Mackenzie and her clients and her coaches. So it'll be all of us and all of her coaches. The goal for each of you should be to have at least 10 people in it because, you know, statistically speaking, 1 in 10, right? And so if you want to sell a challenge pack, if you want to actually launch this, you should probably push for more than that, but you need to at least have 10 people in this group. Like, this is not a group that Kenz and I are just going to lead and like you guys are just going to tag along for the ride. Y'all have been coaches for long enough that you guys have valuable input to add. So like, know that if you're, and I put you guys in the group, but like, I mean, we talked about doing it together, so I just assumed you guys are doing it. But know that I expect that you guys are actually active in doing things in this group because I'm not like, again, like we talk about this in sneak peeks. Your people don't want to hear from me. And if they're going to hear from me the whole time, they're going to sign up with me, not you, right? Like, so make sure that you are active. So I'm going to ask some people to go live and talk about certain things that I know that like either they really love or that they have a specialty about. Like I know that they have an interest in a certain topic. I might ask you to go live. If I don't ask you to go live, like it's nothing against you. It's just that like I can't have the whole world go live. But if there's something that you're like, hey, I really want to talk about this, do let me know. Because I obviously, like if you're like, hey, I really like this aspect and I really want to talk about how this relates to this, for sure, reach out to me, let me know, and I'll make sure that you're on the list. But I'm going to reach out to some people. So Ken has some of her coaches and we're on some of our team go live so that there's other faces other than just me and Mackenzie. We're also, this is in the works, we haven't totally decided. We may have somebody from the test group go live, whether that's Ashley or Megan Wortham or Sydney. We really don't know who, but we might have somebody in there that just goes live one day and talks about their experience with the program, just because that is valuable also. Let me share my screen with you so I can show you some of the things. So are you guys in Team Elevate's page?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I don't always like to add people to it because I feel like it's real overwhelming, but sometimes
I have them on mute, but I still check it like every day.
Okay.
Just because they post a lot.
Yeah, they post a lot. I also have them muted. I don't do all that. But I'm gonna share my screen because Ashley made a link. My screen is also a mess, so don't touch me. She made like content for everybody. And so I'm gonna show you it so that you can see what it's gonna look like, because this is what we're gonna use. We'll probably edit it a little bit because I don't want to just take her stuff, but I'm not remaking the wheel. Like it's just not worth it. And so this is kind of what the outline's gonna look like. Can I zoom in more? Yeah. This will be like our schedule. So Monday we'll do a morning meltdown overview. So that's going to be the whole topic for Monday. What is morning meltdown? Who will it be good for? Things like that. And then the Tuesday we're going to break down to the workout. So there's the MMA style, there's the barre yoga, there's cardio, there's, like we're going to talk about each one of those and what those are. Wednesday we'll talk about nutrition plans. Thursday we're going to talk about what the options are for clients, what the options are for non-clients, all those things, package details, how it works. Friday we're going to do pre-orders. So know this, that on the 1st, so you guys should all be ready to buy this on the 1st. On the 1st is when you as a coach can get access to it. You check out on the 1st, you're going to get access to 10 like live or preview. I think it's like the first 10 workouts of the program, but you only get those if you sign up now. Like if you wait, those lock out on the 15th. So the 16th is when it opens to everybody, so clients included on the 16th. And so we will be buying it on the 1st and we will start doing workouts. So my thoughts on pre-orders is an amazing thing for people that don't want to sign up as coaches, but you should try to push coaches for the first 2 weeks of July because it's going to get them those first 10 workouts. It's going to get them in as a coach, which is going to help you rank advance, and it's going to help you in life, but also they'll have discounts and they'll be able to start right away, things like that. But that only happens if they sign up in that window. They have to sign up, it's like between the 1st and the 15th, because those workouts lock out on the 15th. And then the 16th is when we'll start our prep week, or our prep group, I guess. It'll be like a week and a half. We'll start it on that day. The 16th is when it opens to everybody. So your pre-orders are going to be for people that aren't going to sign up as a coach and don't want to like start immediately, and they're going to pre-order. And then what you should do is like first thing on the 16th, you should wake up. So, well, neither one of you are working, but if you're working, so I know like Caitlin works and like people who have to actually wake up and like go to an early job. Like when I launched for Transform 20, I woke up before school to make sure I could send all my share carts before school so that they had all day to buy it, right? I am not doing this, but we did do this before. Anybody who, for Transform 20, so this is something that you could do, but you would have to say it to your people. Like, I'm not writing this in the launch group, if that makes sense. We did. Anybody who signed up on the first day, so that would be the 16th, is going to get, like, it was like a shaker cup with, it said Transform. I don't remember what it said. So you could do like a shaker bottle, you could do a t-shirt, you could do something that you could reward them for signing up on the 16th if you wanted to. If you do not have a CBC, this is how you get one. Like, you're gonna buy it anyway. Like, you're buying it anyway. You can literally sign up your CBC with a challenge pack. So sign them up with a Morning Meltdown challenge pack. It's gonna get you a CBC. It's going to get you Success Club points. It's gonna push you like forward. So if you do not have a CBC, this is how you get it. And so like say you get, if you're getting Shakeology, get your pre-post workout from your whoever, from your CBC. So like Rosemary and I talked about this. So she's gonna order that pre-post workout challenge pack under her CBC. So then she's gonna start them. So get the opposite. If you have pre-post workout, get Shakeology through them. If you get, right now, if you're like, well, I get Shakeology and pre-post through me, cancel one of them. Be like, just cancel one of them. Get them both. It's cheaper in the long run anyway. Like, if you are buying Shakeology every month, that's $100. So you might as well just get a challenge pack under your CBC. So on the 1st, do that. And then Saturday we're going to do the live workout, and we'll like wrap it up and like talk about enrollment, and know that you can still add people past this. With adding people in this group, do not add anybody until Sunday. So advertise it and put it out there. Like, you want everybody in, and what is going to happen is there's going to be a queue of people in there. And they're going to ask requests. I will put you guys as like admins. I will allow you guys to approve people. Only approve people that write your name down. Because there's going to be questions like, do you have BOD currently? Who is requesting you, like adding you to this group? And what is your email? Do not add people that do not write your name down. Because if like Stephanie, if you were to add one of my people, now they're not on my radar and I don't know that they're in the group. So then you lose people. And so what you should be doing is you should be taking the people that are requesting, plugging their name and their email into your streak so that you can continually keep up with them. And you can message, like if you're friends with them on Facebook, totally do that. Like message them, stay connected with them. But you should have a Morning Meltdown preview, Morning Meltdown Snoop group, Morning Meltdown, whatever you want to call it. Not pipeline, little like stage in your pipelines to write all those people down, their name and their email. And you should be emailing them all the time. You should have them all written down so you can tag them in all the posts. But you can only do that if you're only keeping track of your people. If you let other people in, now we've lost people, right? Like, so do not do that. And it just sucks to be on the other end of it. Like if I hit approve all, none of you would know who was there. So just be super, super cautious and careful of that so that everybody can keep track of their people. So this is what it's going to look like. And so you guys are welcome to look at this. It literally tells you post by post. So if you needed an idea of, you're like, well, what are we talking about? What does this look like? we are literally going to be using this content. It is in Elevate. Ashley posted it, and it's a Google Drive with all the Morning Meltdown information. Also on this, so I think you guys should find it. Maybe I'll post it. There's Morning Meltdown pre-order forms. So this is the forms. You guys, you can't use this form. Make your own like this, because you obviously want to be the person that has like the control, right? But use these, make your own. And then there's also these packages, these like information breakdowns to send out to people. And so like, but be careful that you look at them. So like this one, I think they're different, and I don't know what's different between them. So make sure you look at them and you know the difference, but they have a lot of really good information in them, and you can send them out to your people. So if you're like, hey, if you want information, send this out to them. Don't remake the wheel. 1,000% use this. So that is that. That's really all I have to say, I think. Are there any questions specifically about the Morning Meltdown, like Snoop group, how the group works, what it's going to look like? We start Monday, and we're going to go through Friday. So we'll have or through Saturday, I guess. We'll start Monday, we'll go through Saturday. Do you guys have any questions about what it looks like or what your role is or anything?
I think my only one question that I have is, will there be like a second round of this, or do we just keep doing the invites like we were doing with Transform 20?
Just keep inviting them, and then you can add them to this group if they need information. So you can just add, just kind of like we do a sneak peeks, just add them in and tag them in things. And then also utilize that like PDF where you can send
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Michelle, do you have any questions about it?
So my hardest part is the workouts are too hard for me to do while I'm pregnant. So I really don't want to purchase, because the day it comes out is the day I get released.
Did you do the modified? Did you try the modified stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can't do it. Okay.
So that's where I struggle.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to, like, at the same time, I don't want to tell people that I'm not purchasing it, and like lead them to think that they don't need it.
Yeah.
But I hate it.
Yeah, I remember you said like you're literally giving birth, and then you can't work out for how long?
8 weeks, which puts me at exactly October 1st.
Yeah, which is when it comes out to everybody anyway.
Yeah.
And so then if I were you, I would talk about the new program, and I would talk about who it would be good for, why it would be good for them, put them in the group, and then, but it's okay to say, like, I plan on doing this in October because I'm literally giving birth, and I'm going to be at, like, honestly, like, and say what you're going to do to stay active. Like, I'm going to be doing the
postpartum workouts.
Thanks. The postpartum workouts. Tell them what you're doing. So you're like, I'm not giving up my health and fitness. This is what I'm going to be doing to make sure that I'm still working out, to make sure that I'm still successful. I am so sad that I can't start this program right now. Like, I really wish that I could do it, but there's like, I literally am about to give birth, like I literally can't. So I will be doing it in October, but I really want to get you guys in and just talk about who it's good for and why. Like, I think this is good for this type of person. I've seen these type of people get really good success with it. And you could say, like, I know other pregnant, like Sydney, I know other people who are pregnant and have been able to do it, but you can just say, like, it's just not something that I'm able to do right now, and just be transparent. Like, but you can still talk about it and hype it up and get excited and just say, like, but I can't do it until after this. Just don't make it sound like I'm going to just sit on my butt because I can't, you know what I mean? Just don't make it sound like you're not doing anything. Tell them your plan, tell them why, but also say, just because I have to wait doesn't mean you have to wait, right? Like,
yeah, like the 4 is easier for me to do because it's not so much cardio. The cardio is the hard part because I'm just so freaking big.
Yeah.
That.
And one thing you could say too is, like, yes, you're going to get access to it when everybody else does, but you could say, like, a postpartum gift to yourself is getting the materials for it, like the books and everything, so you can talk that up.
Yeah, you could get like the accessory. Yeah, and you could talk about the book, and you could use the tracker, and you could use that stuff and talk about the nutrition. just so that you have it. It's totally up to you. And I honestly wouldn't even say that I'm going to do it when it's released to everybody. Like, I wouldn't even say that. I would just say, like, after my postpartum, like, journey, like, after I'm healed and after I'm active and healthy again, I will do this. So I wouldn't even say, like, when it's available to everybody. Like, don't even tell them. They don't need to know that. Like,
they don't need to know. It's a gift to yourself.
Yeah, I would just be like, I plan on doing this program after I'm cleared by the doctor. You know, like when the doctor says I'm capable of doing this high intensity workouts again, I plan on doing this because I know that, like for me personally, I'm talking about that lifestyle. Like in 100 days, like you're gonna have to go on vacation. In 100 days, you're gonna have to do things that, like, you know, like this is going to establish habits. And so you can talk about the excitement of how, like, you were just talking about the other day, Michelle, like how you were like, I'm like, what, 10 weeks in and it's already changed my life. And talking about what 100 days could do for you, but you just have to wait. Nobody's
I know.
like,
It's been 10 weeks. I was like, I feel like it's been so much longer.
It's just your life now.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would do because it's stupid to pretend that you're going to do it. You know, you don't want to lie to your people. Your people are people that are going through similar situations, and nobody's going to be like, sorry, Michelle, you're about to birth a baby. I can't believe you're not doing this program. You know, like nobody's going to do that to you. You know, like nobody's going to be like, I know that you just had a child and your doctor says you can't work out. I can't believe you're not going to do this with everybody else. Like nobody's going to say that. You know, just be real with them.
Well, I did get told that one lady asked me when I was going to start working out because she's like 3 weeks postpartum. And she was like, well, I found a coach that's working out 2 days after their baby, so I'm going to join with her. And I was like, 2 days?
Yeah, I would just say, and honestly, even in situations like that, I would just say, like, when I'm cleared. Because some, like, they say 8 weeks, and sometimes it's before that. Sometimes you can, but sometimes you can't. You know what I mean? I would just say, when I'm cleared. But this is what I plan on doing. Like, you're not dropping off the end of the world. You're not stopping. Like, it's not going to be the end.
And two, you know, it's 80% what you put in your mouth. So you can always talk up the nutrition to them. Because that's going to be the big.
Like a to-be mindset, kind of like implementing that, especially during my 8 weeks, because I can get a lot of nutrition advice.
Yeah. I'm going to stop recording.